Well, meanwhile, in Coventry, a new sewage storage tank is being built as part of efforts to stop untreated sewage from built-up areas entering our rivers. When it's finished, it'll be able to hold 4 million litres of wastewater, as Chris Steers reports.
Sewage. It's not the most pleasant thing to talk about, but what happens to it is becoming a big concern with a changing climate. At the Finham treatment plant near Coventry, Severn Trent are building a new mega tank, which they say will help store untreated sewage in times of high rainfall so it doesn't end up in our rivers.
A stormwater storage tank essentially is a volume that's designed to hold stormwater when we've got a storm passing through. Is essentially held in place until the storm is passed and is then returned back into the treatment works for processing afterwards. We're working with others in the community. We work with farmers, we work with other community groups, because really we need everybody involved. So we're keen to play our part and to also support others to really make a difference when it comes to rivers.
In most places, in times of high rainfall, surface water flows into what's called combined sewers, often overwhelming the system. As a result, untreated sewage flows into our waterways. This is where all that excess water is going to come from. It's equivalent to around 13,000 bathtubs that will fill into this tank. And over the course of a year, that's about 25 Olympic swimming pools.
It's going to give us more capacity, which in turn is going to reduce the number of spills to the environment, which is going to only have that's what our customers want, and we've heard that.
Further downstream at Leamington Spa, the health of the river is vital to the local economy. Another huge tank in the town will hold around 800 cubic metres of water, which should reduce the number of times a combined sewer overflows into the river. And that's something that's been welcomed by the Lem Boat Centre.
So as a centre and an organisation, we're using the river all the time.
How worried are you about things like pollution in the river, such as sewage?
Of course, if the river does have sewage and pollution in it, it affects the experience that people have, and that's really important to us. We are very fortunate that where we are based, actually, there isn't many CSOs at all for quite a few miles.
Both the Leamington and Finham projects are due for completion later this year. Chris Steers, BBC Midlands Today, Warwickshire.